Namaste. Welcome to your vinyasa class today. This will be a great flow if you've got an abundance of energy or you're a little agitated, had a long day or a lot on your mind. We'll be going through a few salutations, both sun and moon, to kind of bring that energy up and out, and then to soothe and calm us down through the moon salutations. So let's begin in the center of the mat in a comfortable seat. Allowing yourself to arrive in your space, feeling the legs and the hips on the mat. Relaxing the shoulders, lifting up through the back of the head, lengthening through the spine. And take 5 rounds of deep, slow, conscious breaths. Each exhale, breathe out 1 second longer. Each inhale, try to sip in a little bit more air than the last round. Relax your jaw, unscrunch your face. And on your last exhale, let everything go from the day, from your mind. Blink open the eyes. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Clasp the fingertips at the top, point your finger up. Reach up long through the spine, but relax the shoulders down the back. And exhale, tilt to one side. Pull the top shoulder back to keep the heart space open. Inhale back to center. Exhale, lower to the other side. So pulling that top shoulder back to spin the chest a little bit upward. Inhale back to center. Exhale, release the hands to your side. And then taking the feet together, soles of the feet together, finding our bound angle pose. We're going to begin with a few rounds of a cat and cow breath seated here in Baddha Konasana. So grabbing onto your ankles or your shins, keeping those shoulders relaxed, spine straight. Inhale, lift the sternum, look up, arch the back as you expand through the body on the breath in. And then exhale, curl the spine, holding on to your feet or your shins. Press the back of the heart space towards the back of the room as you curl in and press back. Your inhale lifts, expands, and opens. Exhaling, curling in, pressing out. And continue with these movements, finding your own breath rhythm. Exaggerating as little or as much as feels good in your body today. Begin to hear the sound of your breathing, letting that lull you into the present moment, releasing any lingering thoughts, and coming back to center when you're ready. Extend the legs wide, just as far as right at the edge. So you don't want to go too far. We're not pushing ourselves here, just introducing this moment since we're still kind of warming up. Relax the shoulders down the back, and then inhale, extend the arms wide like a T. Press out through the fingertips, ground down through the sitting bones, lift up through the belly, shoulders still relaxed, slight tuck of the chin, and then exhale, hinging at the hips, begin to bring your chest forward, lowering your hands down to maybe your ankles, your shins, the knees. Lengthen through the spine on the inhale. Exhale, take that wide leg and seated forward fold. Staying pretty far from your max. Keeping the legs active, the belly active, the spine somewhat straight here. Long through the neck, so slight tuck of the chin, gazing straight down. Just a couple more breaths here. On your inhale, gently come to sit up and take the sole of the right foot into the left thigh. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, lower the left arm down the left leg as you side body stretch, lengthen over that left leg, and the right arm comes up overhead. Spin the rib cage towards the sky and breathe. One more round of breath here. Reaching those right fingertips over top of your head. And inhale, come back up. Extend that right leg back long. Inhale the arms up, turn towards that left leg, and then exhale, fold over the left leg, reaching for your left foot with both hands. When you've grabbed hold of your leg or your foot, take a halfway lift. So lengthen up through the spine and then exhale, melt forward. 2 rounds of breath here. Full and deep on the inhales. Squeezing out the breath on the exhales. Let it all go. Inhale to come back up to sit. And bring the sole of the left foot into the right leg this time. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, tilt towards the right as your right arm reaches down the right leg, folding over the right side, finding your toe, your foot, ankle, whatever you've got. Left arm comes up overhead. Pull that left shoulder back, gaze up at the ceiling, breathe. Tuning into that breath sound as it enters and exits your body. And on your next inhale, begin to lift back up to sit. Extend the left leg long. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, turn towards the right leg. Exhale, continuing to exhale, reaching for that right foot as you fold over that right leg. Keep the left leg active. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold chest down towards your knee. Gaze down towards your knee. Release the neck. 2 rounds of breath here. Breathe into the hamstring. Any other areas of tension or tightness you may feel. And then inhale, slowly coming back up. Bring the legs together, bending the knees and lower onto your back for some bridge lifts. Feet hips width distance apart and planted firmly on the mat. Palms down next to your hips, forearms pressing down into the mat. Engage the belly and then inhale, pressing down with the feet, squeezing the legs together, lift the hips. 2 breaths here. Just staying in this simple bridge posture to start. On your third exhale, slowly lower down. Take a gentle windshield wiper left and right and left. And then setting back up for our second bridge pose. When you're ready, you can begin to press up. And if you'd like, you can clasp your fingertips together, creating a fist. And shimmy the shoulder blades together to lift up onto the forearms, lifting the chest a little higher. Keep the neck relaxed and the gaze steady towards the ceiling. Active through the legs, and breathe. One more round of breath. Take a big inhale. Exhale, slowly roll the spine down to the mat. Windshield wipers gently to the side, back and forth. And in our final round of bridge pose, you're welcome to take either of those variations. And then for a little bit more of a challenge, if you're up for it, begin to shift the weight to one foot and extend the opposite leg long, reaching the right toes up towards the ceiling, maybe with a straight leg, maybe a bent knee, playing around with that, engaging the belly still, feeling strong, switching sides halfway through, shifting the weight to the other foot, lengthening that leg up, pointing the toes, reaching up as you press down with the inner leg of the foot that's planted. Still light in the neck. And when you're ready, exhaling, releasing down. Heel toe the feet to the edges of the mat. Allow the knees to fall in towards each other. Reach up overhead. Inhale. Exhale. Bring the knees back to center. Lower the arms down to your side. Hug the knees in towards your chest and gently roll up to a seat. Keeping the right knee tucked in, extend the left leg long. And if you've got tight hamstrings or want a little bit of assistance here, you can always roll the back of the mat up and sit on the back of the mat or a towel or even a block. So hugging that right ankle in as close to you as you can and keeping about a fist width distance between the right foot and that left leg. Once you found your spot, reach the arms up overhead and then exhale, fold, reaching for the left foot, the left leg, letting the hands land, rolling the shoulders back. Inhale, lifting the heart. And then exhale, reaching the heart forward, slightly folding forward here. Keep that right knee hugging into the left elbow. Keep pulling that left shoulder back, right shoulder forward, squaring the shoulders and the hips towards the top of the mat. One more breath in. Exhale, let it go. Inhale to sit back up. And we'll switch sides. Extend that right leg long. Hug that left knee in. Left heel tucking in as close to your hip socket as you can. About a fist width distance between your left foot and your right thigh. Toes are pulling back towards you on the right foot as you lift your arms. Exhale, reach between the leg down for the right toes or ankle, shin, knee, top of the thigh, whatever you've got, you're good. Relax the shoulders down the back, so maybe your hands draw back in as you lift the heart. Exhale, fold. Keep spinning that heart forward. Breathing deeply. One more inhale. Exhale, let it go. Inhale to sit back up. Extend the legs long, shake them out. Unroll the mat. And then however you'd like, we're going to press up into Malasana. So yogi squat. Feet as wide as the mat or however far apart works for you. Another variation is to sit on the block. Roll the back of the mat up to press underneath your heels. If your heels are lifted here, lifting up out of the sitting bones, sending the hips back, heart forward, pull through the shoulder blades so your heart stays open. Good. We'll be here for just a breath. Breathe in. Exhale, plant the hands, begin to forward fold, lifting through the hips, straightening through the legs. Heel toe the feet together. Take your time. Find a forward fold where the upper body just hangs heavy over the legs. On an inhale, roll the shoulders down the back, halfway lift, hands to your shins, or your thighs. Exhale, fold back down. Bend the knees generously and roll the spine up. Take your time until you're standing in mountain at the top of the mat. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, forward fold, starting our first round of sun salutation A. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, plant your hands, step the feet back to plank or lower to your knees. On your exhale, lower knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Inhale, cobra up dog. If you're taking cobra, just peel the heart a little bit off the mat. Keep the hands planted. Exhale, downward facing dog. Hips up and back. Press towards your thighs. Deep bend in the knees here. First downward facing dog of the class. Begin to feel the heels grow heavy, the tailbone grow long towards the ceiling. Let the head hang heavy. Inhale, look between your hands. Step, hop, crawl to the top, forward fold. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, release back down to roll up on your inhale. Arms up, palms together. Exhale them down through heart center. Prayer at heart center for Anjali Mudra. Exhale, release. We'll take 2 more rounds of the sun salutations. If you're familiar and comfortable, feel free to go at your own pace. I'll still cue. So if you're following along with me, let's begin. Inhale, arms up, gaze up. Exhale, forward fold. At the bottom, empty the breath, preparing for that inhale to halfway lift. Exhale, bend your knees as much as you need to plant your hands. Step your feet back to plank, top of a push-up, or lower to your knees. Another breath in. On your exhale, lower all the way to your belly. Untuck the toes. Inhale, cobra up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Hips shift up and back. Look between your hands. Make your way to the top. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale to stand. Bring your arms up with you. Palms together. And then let your exhale draw them to your heart center, Anjali Mudra. Release the hands on the exhale for mountain pose and last round. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift your chest, lengthen through the spine, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step back, lower through your choice. Untuck the toes. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let it out. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale it out. Inhale, look between your hands. Make your way to the top, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale to stand, arms up. Palms together at the top. Anjali Mudra. Exhale. Release the palms to your side. Starting to get warmed up. Starting to build some heat. Hopefully burning through some of those frustrations, whatever has been bothering you today. We're going to let it go and continue burning through that through a couple rounds of sun salutation B. So we begin in mountain pose as we are. Inhale, arms up, gaze up. Exhale, forward fold. On your inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release. Inhale to chair, knees bend, arms rise. Try to keep your knees close to over your ankles. Long through the spine, broaden through the heart. Bend your knees as much as you need. Come up out of your seat. If you need, send those hips back. If you want to take a little bit more of a challenge, one more inhale. Exhale, fold. Good job. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands. Step it back to plank. And you know where we're going next. Lower down with control. Inhale, big breath in, cobra, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Right away, stepping that right foot forward, warrior one. Back heel spins down. Inhale, reach the arms up. As you sink into lunge, square the hips and the shoulders towards the top of the mat. Inhale, look up. Exhale, plant your hands on either side of that left or that right foot. Step the right foot back, we lower through. Inhale, open heart. Exhale, downward facing dog to warrior one on the other side. Step the left foot forward, right heel spins down. Inhale, arms up. Now your right toes are a little bit at an angle towards the top right corner of the mat. Widen your stance if you need, lowering down, bending through that left knee, straight through the right leg, or somewhat. Exhale, fold, plant your hands, step the left foot back, lower. Inhale, cobra, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog, 3 breaths here. Come back to the rhythm of your breath. Slow and controlled. On your last exhale, look between your hands, step or hop to the top of the mat. Halfway lift when you get there, inhale. Fold on the exhale. Inhale to chair, sweep the arms down and up, around, sinking the hips down. Slight tuck of the tailbone, slight lift in the belly. Relax through the shoulders, so widen your arms if you need. Look up. Exhale to stand, mountain pose. Take a breath here. And when you're ready, we'll move on to our second round. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair. Exhale, fold. Plant your hands, step it back. Lower through. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. And just catch up if you're taking a little bit longer, no worries. Step the right foot forward. This time we're going to take warrior two. So spin that back heel down to the left toes face the left edge of the mat. Inhale, reach the arms up and open, right fingertips facing forward. Arms reaching out a T, left fingertips back. Open through the hips by pressing them forward, tailbone down, long through the spine. Exhale, cartwheel your hands to frame the front foot. Step it back and lower. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Warrior two, other side, left foot steps forward. Right heel spins down, right toes facing the right edge of the mat. Inhale, coming up, arms to a T, broadening through the heart and the hips. Left fingertips forward. Sink it down. Find some lift. Inhale. Exhale, cartwheel your hands to frame the top foot. Step it back and lower. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. 3 breaths here. Remember to spread the fingertips wide. Bend your knees as much as you need. You want your chest pressing towards your thighs. Bones reaching up. Hips reaching down. Come back to your breath. Exhale, look between your hands. Make your way to the top, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms up, hips back. Chair pose. Legs active. Inhale to stand. Good. Take a moment here. Bring the palms together, heart center, tuck the chin, gaze down. And let yourself breathe. Notice the pattern of breath in the heartbeat. Notice if sweat has begun to form and any changes in body sensations, texture of the breath, where the thoughts go, and how the emotions are coming up through you. Take a moment to let this burn through your body. Release whatever you don't need with the exhale. On an inhale, lift the gaze, release the hands, and come to the center of the mat, facing one side. So you're going to mimic exactly how I'm standing on my mat, where I'm standing in the middle and I'm facing the right side of my mat, depending on which is your top and your bottom. So facing the side, we're going to continue with moon salutations. When you're ready, feet planted firmly, press your hands on your hips to feel really grounded here. And then get strong in the legs. Lengthen the spine. Inhale, reach the arms up. Clasp the fingertips together, point your finger up. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, tilt towards the left. Pull that right shoulder back. Ardha Chandrasana, standing half moon stretch. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, tilt towards the right. Pull that left shoulder back, finding length in both side bodies. Inhale, back to center. Exhale the arms to your side. Step your feet apart for goddess pose. Turn the heels in, elbows lower down, cactus arms bending into the knees. Press the hips forward, broaden through the collarbones as you sink down into your goddess pose. Be gentle with your knees here. Keep some lift. You can practice this against the wall as well to help. You don't want to be folding forward just to get deep in your bend. Keep the body upright. Breathe. Inhale to 5-pointed star, straightening through the legs and the arms. And then pivot on your feet to face the right feet. Triangle pose, reach forward with the right hand, bringing the back of the hand to the inside of the right leg. Left arm comes up. Breathe. Inhale, reaching up with the left fingertips, pressing down with the right hand. Inhale, lift back up, right to pyramid pose. So bring your hands to your hips, square your hips towards the top of your mat, both feet on the mat. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hinging at the hips, reach for your ankle or your toes. Maybe your hands can meet the mat, maybe you use blocks. Hips are squared here, so right hip pulls back, left hip pulls forward. Inhale, lift the heart, lift the gaze. Exhale, fold over that leg, knee to nose, or at least in that direction. Micro bend in that right knee. Another round of breath here. Exhale it out. Inhale, look up halfway, bend into that right knee, lower the left knee, Anjaneyasana, untuck the left toes. Inhale, arms sweep up as you press the hips forward, reaching up here. Try to square the hips still, so left hip pulling forward, right hip back. Exhale to Skandasana. Plant your hands to the inside of the right foot. Tuck the back toes. Walk the hands over your left side until you can spin on that back heel, left toes up. Maybe you stay here. Maybe you bring your hands to your heart. Find a little lift out of the posture. Be gentle with that knee. Exhale, plant the hands. Walk them towards the center. Heel toe the feet in for Malasana Yogi Squat. Drop the hips between the heels. Lengthen through the spine. Palms together, elbows pressing into the inner knees. Exhale that energy down. Maybe you open your mouth and let that breath out. Plant your hands. Heel toe that left foot out a little bit. We're going to keep this left knee bent and extend that right leg all the way back. Heel toe that right foot, toes up. Skandasana to the other side. So now we're bending into our left knee. Right leg is extended, right toes up. Breathe. Find a spot to focus on if that helps. Feel that energy drawing up and in. Exhale, plant the hands, walk them to now the inside of the left leg. Lower the right knee, Anjaneyasana, untuck the right toes. Arms come up, press the hips down and forward. Left hip pulls back, right side pulls forward, arms up. Breathe in. Exhale, plant your hands on either side of the left foot. Triangle pose. Tuck the back toes, hop that right foot in, and then begin to straighten that left leg by pulling that left hip up and back. Use your blocks if you need. Fingertips reaching towards the earth. Gaze back towards your knee. Exhaling here. Inhale, halfway lift. Bring your left arm to the inside of the leg. Heel toe that right foot back. Peel that right arm up, finding triangle pose. Straighten through the left leg. Adjust your stance if you need. You want your heart bright towards the right side of the mat. Slight tuck of the tailbone. Reaching up with the right fingertips. Maybe your gaze follows. Exhale, press down. Inhale, reach up, find your 5-pointed star. Turn your heels in goddess pose. Bending at the knees. Widen your feet as you need. Press everything forward, like you're pressing your back against a wall. Find a spot to gaze at. Quiet the breath. And then press down on the feet. Inhale, 5-pointed star. Coming back to standing at the top, mountain pose. Inhale, arms up. Point the fingertips. Exhale, bend to the left. Right side is open. Your next inhale brings you to center. Exhale, close it out with a bend to the right. Left shoulder pulls back. Inhale to center. Exhale, release your hands. Spend a breath or two here. Although the moon salutations are still very movement-based, they will be a little bit more soothing for the body. So the sun salutations, that fire element, movement, and getting hot, processing through things, warming up the body. The moon salutations, like I said, even though there is movement involved, maybe a little bit of sweat if it's not just me, these are going to be more soothing for the body. The ebb and flow of you build up to one side and then build down as you mirror poses from the other side. So we'll take one final round of moon salutations, or feel free if you'd like to take 2 or 3 more rounds slowly, maybe more quickly. Feel free to pause this video and do as many rounds as you'd like. But coming back to your stance on the mat. Inhale, reach the arms up, clasp the fingertips, point up, press down through the heels. Exhale, bend to the left. Pull that right shoulder back. Inhale to center. We're going to slow down this round. Exhale, tilt towards the right. Pull that left shoulder back. Inhale to center. Exhale, release your arms out to a T. Step wide on the mat. Turn the heels in. Goddess pose. 3 deep rounds of breath here. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Slight tuck of the chin. Final exhale. Inhale, press into the feet to lengthen through the legs, finding your 5-pointed star. Pivot to the right, triangle pose, reach forward with that right hand. Tilt the right hand down to the inside of the right leg, grabbing onto your block or the floor, maybe your toe. Left arm up. 3 breaths here. Squeeze the legs in towards each other. Find length in the spine. Inhale, lifting back up. Turn to pivot your feet, hips, shoulders square to the top of the mat, pyramid pose. Pull that right hip back, left hip forward. As you reach forward, reach far as you can, hinging at the hips, lowering the hands down to your blocks or your leg or your mat. Inhale, lift the chest, lift the gaze, and then exhale, fold, finding your pyramid pose. Gazing back at your knee. Slight, little tiny bit of that right knee as well. On an inhale, look up halfway. Anjaneyasana, step that left knee down, back a little bit. Squaring the hips, reach the arms up. Now you can lower into that lunge. Maybe walk the right foot forward. Keeping that zipping of everything up and in. So left, right, forward, finding lift. Exhale, plant your hands on the inside of the right leg. Tuck the back toes, Skandasana. Walk the hands towards the left side. Spinning on the heels, left toes up. Right foot plants, right knee bends. Dropping the hips down. Maybe bringing your palms to heart center. 3 breaths. On your final exhale, plant the hands. Walk the hands to center, heel toe the feet together for Malasana. Sinking the hips down. Long through the spine, shoulders pressing down and back. Final round of breath. Exhale, plant the hands, walk them towards the top of the left foot. So the top of the mat is now the left foot. Right toes reach up as you extend that right leg. Skandasana. Left knee is bent. Right leg is long. Breathe. Find some soothing words, breaths, no matter how challenging the posture is. Exhale, plant the hands, turn to face the left foot, lower the right knee. Anjaneyasana, untuck the back toes, reach the arms up. Square the hips towards the top of the mat, and then maybe sinking into that lunge a little bit more if that feels good. Scissoring the legs together, reaching the heart up and open. Exhale, plant your hands on either side of that left foot. Come up off that back leg, hop it in, moving towards pyramid pose first, and then triangle. So for pyramid, pulling that left hip back, right hip forward. Beginning to straighten through that left leg. Hands on blocks or on your mat, but keep the heart lifted wherever you're at. Inhale. Exhale, fold your forehead down towards your shin, gazing at your knee. Final round of breath. Bring the left hand to the inside of the left leg. Hop that back foot back if you need for triangle pose. Draw that right arm up as you open your heart towards the right side of the mat. Maybe straightening through that left leg. Maybe not. Coming up. Bring your gaze up towards your fingertips. Pressing the hips forward, spine long. One more breath here. Make it count. Inhale, lifting up, finding that 5-pointed star, turning the toes out. Exhale, goddess. Slow, deep breaths. Be here now. Soothing breath in, soothing breath out. Press into your feet, extend the arms long. Bring your hands to your hips, heel toe the feet together. Close it out with our Ardha Chandrasana, stretching up, arms up, clasping fingertips at the top. Exhale, slowly bend to the left. Noticing if maybe you can get a little bit further now that we've done this a few times at the end of our practice. Inhale back to center, reset the spine. Exhale, slightly bend to the right. Lift up through that left shoulder, maybe bending a little bit further. Inhale back to center. Exhale, take a forward fold. Maybe ragdoll, heel toeing the feet apart, grabbing opposite elbows, letting the head hang heavy. A gentle swing left and right. So we make our way to the floor, begin to allow the breath to return to a softer rate. Continuing to allow the exhales to be a little longer than your inhales. Release the hands, fingertips to the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, lower down to child's pose. Knees to the mat. Sink the seat back over the heels. Extend the arms overhead. Allow the forehead to reach the top of the mat. Inhale, stretch the fingertips forward as you press the tailbone down, and then walk the fingertips over the left side of the mat for another side body stretch. Breathe deeply, slowly here. Let the head hang heavy. And walking the hands back to center, spending a breath here before walking the hands to the other side, over to the right. Sending a breath to that left side body. Letting over the side of the mat. Inhaling back to center. Lowering on down to your belly for half frog pose. So cactus the right arm, so 90-degree angle with the elbow. And then draw that right knee up to about a 90-degree angle as well. So the elbow and the knee are bent. Allow the body to relax down. You can look over towards the right if that feels okay for your neck. Find a few breaths here. Begin to release the body to gravity. And as you're ready, wiggle the right foot as the right leg extends back down. We'll switch sides. Bending the left elbow to 90 degrees, finding that cactus arm. Drawing that left knee up. Relaxing down here. Letting go, surrendering to the earth. Releasing your body of the responsibility to hold you up. Allow yourself to feel fully supported by the earth. And exhale, lengthen that left leg down. The hands next to your chest, forehead towards the mat. Take a baby cobra, just inhaling, lifting the heart. Pressing back and up And coming to sit in the center of your mat. Extending the left leg long, bringing the sole of the right foot in. Inhale, reach the arms up. And exhale, fold forward. Belly as far forward and chest as far forward as you can. Let the head hang heavy. Breathe here. Open mouth, exhale on your next breath out. Walk the fingertips in to sit up. Gently extend the right leg long, bringing the sole of the left foot into the right thigh. Sitting up on your sitting bones, lengthen the arms up, reach up overhead, and exhale, heart forward, fold between the legs, letting the hands land. Allowing the forearms to melt towards the earth and the head to be heavy. Release here. Inhale, walk the fingertips in towards you as you gently, slowly begin to sit up. And then drawing the knees in, lower on down to your back. Draw the right knee in for wind removing pose, clasping the fingertips, top of the right knee. Another breath in and out here. I'm going to take this into a twist. So grabbing your right knee with your left hand, gently pull that knee to the left side over your body as you extend the right arm long and look over your right shoulder. Try to keep both shoulder blades on the mat. Alternatively, you can place a block underneath your knee. Breathing into the twist. Inhale back to center. Hug that right knee in one more time, lengthening through the back of the neck, tucking the chin, and releasing that right leg to the mat. Bring the left knee in. Same thing, wind removing pose. Pressing that left knee down towards the armpit as you press out through that right foot. Lengthening through the spine. And then taking the twist, bringing that left knee across your body towards the right. Left arm extends on the left side. Let your gaze follow. Inhaling in between each vertebrae. Still focusing on allowing yourself to melt, release, let go. Time for effort has passed. Allow yourself to feel a sense of ease. Inhale back to center. Hugging that left knee in. And then bring both knees in for happy baby. Reaching between the knees, grabbing onto your toes, feet, or shins. You can rock back and forth here. Any other happy baby movements you like to add in. And coming back to center, bringing the feet back together, releasing the feet back to the mat. We'll take one bridge pose, and if you'd like to do a supported bridge pose, I would recommend that. So finding your block and entering bridge pose as normally, but when you lift your sacrum off the mat, just slowly slide that block underneath you. You want your back still straight, still neutral rather. So you might need to shimmy that block around a little bit so that your back is neither arched nor curved. Let's stay here for about 5 rounds of breath. If you're taking normal bridge, feel free to stay for the whole 5 breaths or release down when you need and come back up as you'd like. After your last exhale, press into the feet to lift up, remove a block if you have one. Slowly lower the hips down. Supine figure 4. Cross that right ankle over the left knee. Maybe reaching for that left leg. Pulling that left knee in towards you as you press the right knee away. Tuck the chin, keep the spine on the mat. Relax the jaw and the face. Relax through the belly. Continue to send those breaths to wherever you feel that in that right side. And when you're ready to switch sides, lower the feet back down, switch the crossing of the legs. So the left ankle crosses the right knee, lifting up that right foot, grab behind that right hamstring, behind the right leg, drawing the right knee in as you pull the left knee away. Neutral neck, shoulder blades grounded, finding softness. Finding release. And when you feel even on both sides, release out of the posture. Take a few windshield wipers, left and right. And then lower the legs. So the feet are off the mat, so really wide. Finding that 5-pointed star, but here on our backs. Take up as much space as you've got. Palms up. Point the toes, squeeze the wrists, squeeze everything in, hug everything in, scrunch the face, and then exhale. Release to Shavasana. You can allow the arms and the legs to be extended here, or bring them closer to your body if that's more comforting for you. Allow the shoulders to melt down the sides of your torso. Feel the hips, the heels, the elbows, and the hands softening onto the ground. Feel coolness washing over the front body. Release the awareness of the breath. Release the jaw and the tongue. Soften the eyes closed if you haven't already. And sensing the back of the head safe and supported on the mat beneath you. Begin to allow your awareness of your body on the mat and presence of the space to dissipate into the air around you. Allowing yourself in a few moments. Peaceful Shavasana.